Kinda like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the money. And all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. One on one missing it up, one on one missing it in. One on one messing with kid. One on one and that's it. Come to the spot, I got one on one pieces and all of them cost me a grip. Come to the US. Good service, I'm ready to tip. You know when I'm hip, I don't got a trip. You know I ain't no little bit of shrimp. We switching like
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. Here's Tatum. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Down low. Here's Mourning. Offensive rebound. Heat. Back to Hardaway. Here's the pick. To the middle. Here's Mashburn. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Miami's head coach. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Great work, Allie, thanks.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Left side Tatum. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Mourning.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And it's Hardaway on the take. Here's Mashburn. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Mashburn's gotten his second bucket of the game. Here's Tatum. Rebound Miami. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Marley. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Porzingis. Got a hand on it. Outside Hardaway. Here's Mourning. Out to the right wing. Outside Hardaway. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
They set the pick. Boom! He jams it straight down.
what I keep in the line is. Better stay in line with. You see it like me shining. Turn me loose. Yeah. I'm getting in my groove. I feel real good right now. Yeah. Feel real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You never can lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. Now go and take a number. It's real hot to bitch like I'm in the yellow Hummer. Got you breathing heavy like you was a runner. Chilling with my crew, we gon' do it till the sun up. Yeah. 90s baby, I grew up on driving. A little bit of daylight when the feeling come alive. It's like engine number 9, take it back this time. Let it clear your mind, rewind. Yeah, it's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah, it's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah, now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. I'm feeling real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Come on, baby, I'm all in my zone.
I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Outside Harden. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
The shot by Towns, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And a foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. We played just over a minute here in the first. Dunn outside. Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Here's Harden. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Leonard with the ball. Anunoby covering. Here's Zubac. It's Powell on the wing. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They get it back. Kicks it out, Towns. Launches it. Inside. Goes up again. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Ball to New York.
Here's Towns.
Switch.
To the paint. Here's Hart. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Wow, it's good.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Anunoby. From deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Harden surveying the D. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the
thinks it'd be wise and easy as pie to beat me and tries can treat me just like they can. Stuck up, but I never conceded. Whenever ever retreated, you never seen it. Every dream that I ever dreamt, I exceeded. Cement my legacy, I definitely did. Controversy, I always fed on, I need it. Treat it like a truck hit a head on, I meet it. I get on a beat, and it's like that I Got a Tiger song is playing in my head on repeat. I've been knocked down so many times, can't count. Sometimes does not pan out. That's just the way that the card hands dealt. John Manziel, odd man out. Heavyweight war to Scott Van Pelt. I can't help but feel like a victim of, cause I am bound to get that way beyond crazy, shady gone. But hey, maybe I'm the GOAT, the bitch on, and baby Tron, and that's why they be on the they be on. Cause
Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a go. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus. And even while sleeping, be thinking so woke. White Cartiers, all I'm seeing is my city laying, and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Pass to Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Edwards, that's good.
Really like what Edwards did there. Assertive in the two-man game.
Pass to Turner. Here's Halliburton. Tries it from 19. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And they pick up 2.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Siakam for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Nembhard. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 9.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Inside. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Best of luck to any defender trying to slow Gobert down. He is ruthless inside.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Your Indiana Pacemates are turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fires away from way outside. The shot that time not on target. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Down low. Here's Reed. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base, and yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of
Young Kings, baby. Santurce. PR. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me the feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. Made it out of jungle, I ball ain't got no jumper. Rest in peace, my uncle. Never met, but I still love you. Remember that from way back, playing out on the that in the hood with that made my pillow. This ain't that what you looking at, and we didn't know that in the roster. You can tell it's a rich posture. Y'all gon' wanna spitting it proper. In school I was searching my locker. Who did your jury? It look like brass. One of your bro should've stopped you. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me the feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gon' be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic.
Put up to the photo, man. Too easy. Y'all go snatch a line. I got a different for different places, different seasons. Plan a position, cutting off too easy. I started off R&B stars right at the band. I had on the west, I think that I abandoned them. change the climate. I threw the money on it, took the price up like I designed it. Can't put a presidential on the let's get that little IG in the car. Pop out that night and double up. Film out these in the car.
It's your one and young Weezy, man, it too easy. Different for every season, showing me.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. Here's Ware. Adebayo with the ball. Here's the three. Ware, no good. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Back to Maxey. Pocket six. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Inside. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. 4 on the clock. Ware. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, Hero. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Pass to Ware. Heat moving the ball around. Back to Wiggins. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Nobody near George. And a miss there on the triple. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. No good on the triple. The 76ers off to a slow start. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's George. Ooh, the double clutch. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Oubre can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Ware. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Ware's got 7 points.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. He has yet to score. 5 to shoot. And shot on the way. The shot will not fall.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the first one drops. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Here's George. Yep, it counts.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
On offense, here are the Heat. They're on an 11-3 run. Mitchell wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Big-time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
There's the screen. It's Anderson with the drive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Philadelphia, 76ers, PNC.
19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Anderson hasn't made one yet. And Love has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job.
The Heat. 16.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Pass to McCain. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Adebayo the screen. And a wide open look for Hero. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
On the wing, Gordon. Down low. Here's Drummond. And it's Miami with the rebound. It's Anderson with the drive. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Anderson the screen. The Heat need to get a shot off. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And not every big guy can make that play. Adebayo has the patience and awareness to do so.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
And the shot goes in. Anderson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The Heat making a switch here. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Embiid in the corner. Off target with his three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And it's sent back by George.
Timed it beautifully, and George able to send it back with authority.
Maxey looking it over to the left wing. And here's Embiid. Shoots over Hero. And Embiid gets it to go.
Embiid's mid-range touches really